When it comes to this time of the season, Grant, what are teams most focused on?
Well, B.A., it's getting the defense in order. That's a priority. An offensive system can take some time to perfect, but a team has to sort out its defensive identity early.
Now a look at Detroit's starting lineup. Thompson and Harris make up the forwards. Cade and Ivy, they're the backcourt. And it's Duren in at center, filling out the middle. Now here's Ivy, giving this team some energy, averaging a little over 10 points a game. 6 to shoot. Harris misses. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, I did have a chance to talk with head coach Quinn Snyder. Much of our discussion centered around Cade Cunningham. He said that's their catalyst. They look to him to control the pace, to read the defense, and to make the right basketball play, which he usually does. He is very tough to neutralize. Ryan, back over to you.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Cunningham passes to Ivy. Three-pointer off the mark. Tim, a top 5 pick in 2022. Jaden Ivey battled inconsistency in his first few seasons.
Well, he is an explosive athlete, and at this level, you can't dominate with speed alone. So he's continuing to put in work, and he's making real strides.
Detroit with the ball, following the three-pointer by Atlanta. Pass to Harris. Detroit moving the ball around. Out to Thompson. Let's go with a three. And Young pulls it down. The Hawks have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Over Cunningham. Daniels outside. Porzingis sets a screen. Daniels misses. Detroit has gone 0 for 3 from downtown. Cunningham outside. Pass to Ivy. Back to Cunningham. For 3. Knocks down the long J.
What range. Cade Cunningham opening it up.
Daniels outside. 44 seconds left in the first quarter. Duren against Porzingis. The 3 ball. Detroit with a rebound. Fresh off a win against the Pacers.
And it was really their defense that got them the win. They had a plan scripted out, and it worked to perfection.
Well, their closeouts on shooters was impressive, and they kept them uncomfortable the entire game.
Outside Rizachet. Three-pointer. Counted from distance.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
From deep three-point land. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. And that concludes the first quarter of play. The Hawks on top, up 5. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from Atlanta?
Well, you have to credit their effort on the defensive end. It set the tone for this contest.
They've been active, they've been disruptive, but now the question is, can they maintain this level of intensity?
We've got Nickeil Alexander-Walker. He's out there with Luke Kennard, and it's Gay in at the 4. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hawks. The shot by Alexander-Walker, no good.
Well, you can't make them all, but I doubt the defense wants to give him that kind of look again.
And a youth movement for this Hawks roster. What went into that, Tim?
Well, first, they climbed 10 spots to get the #1 pick, which led to Zachary Rizachet. Then the trade of DeJounte Murray, which got them Dyson Daniels, who's 7 years younger. And, of course, you've got Jalen Johnson, who's breaking out. So they've got some young talent that is on the rise. Yeah, I love that. He comes off the pick and takes it right to the hole.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. substitution here for Atlanta. Johnson, he's checked in for Gay. Risache comes in for Houston. Daniels is checked in for Alexander Walker. And it's Trae Young in for Kennard. And a new group getting ready for the Pistons. Jalen Duren, he's checked in for Stewart. Thompson comes in for Holland. Ivy's checked in for LeVert. And Cade Cunningham subbed in for Sasser. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute of play. Ivy against Daniels. Back to Ivy. Detroit moving the ball around. And here's Cunningham outside. He buries it from 3. Cunningham's got 6 points. And Graham, when talking about certain players, we hear expressions like, he does the little things, or he does the dirty work. What does all that mean exactly?
You know, it's about what doesn't show up in the box score. Setting good screens, winning those 50-50 balls, hustling back on defense. Often, it's just as important as putting up those points.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks a lot. Plenty of pressure for a player like Cade Cunningham, asked to shoulder the load. He said, that's what I asked for, to be in the NBA, to be in these moments. I try not to shy away from them. He practices meditation, and he says it's really helped me. Anytime I need to just reset, I can do it. Back to you, Brian.
Able to dial it in. Okay, thanks for the report, Allie. Here's Cunningham, following the score by Atlanta. Thompson passes to Robinson. And the Pistons, another 3!
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
Pass to Daniels. Back to Young. 3-pointer. Young with the signature tray.
Yeah, well, Trae Young saw a 3 made on the other end of the floor, and he came right back with a quick response.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Cunningham on the wing, guarded by Young. And it's Cunningham missing.
Well, he got the shot he loves, and the defense should honestly be relieved. He didn't punish them for being a little bit soft there in the mid-range.
Fires from way outside. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Hawks ahead. They're up by 4. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Come on. They're measuring up the shot. Please give it up for the participants.
Hey folks, welcome. The Atlanta Hawks find themselves here in a close one at the half.
You see their intent right away, Shaq. I mean, finding high percentage shots, that's great. Right now, that's their advantage.
Yeah, they've established a strong foundation offensively, and they're building on that. And circling back to the first half, what about these 2 point guards?
You look at this matchup at the point guard position, so much talent in this position in the league. You've got your work cut out for you every single night, Ernie.
The skill game taking center stage. Glad you could join us. Ryan Anderson and crew are ready to take it away for the start of the third quarter.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. We're seeing a tremendous game from Trae Young.
Through 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
Well, and I expect they're going to continue to lean on him as we continue in this game. Why not? The way he's playing right now offensively.
And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Detroit Pistons. 4-point game, and on the floor for J.B. Bickerstaff as we get into the second half. Cade and Ivy, they're the backcourt. Thompson and Harris make up the forwards. And it's Duren in at center.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Tim, how do you like this blend for the new Pistons? Wily veterans alongside the new blood.
I love the way they have built this team. Shooting was their Achilles heel, but these veterans bring spacing and savvy.
2 on the clock. Risache. Duren with a rebound.
And that's just high risk, low reward. Contested mid-range jumpers drive the analytics guys nuts.
Now here's Cunningham. He has 6. Harris on the wing, covered by Johnson. And here's Ivy from the arc. The rebound by Atlanta. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute played. Pass to Johnson. Outside Young. Porzingis up top, covered by Duren. 10 feet away. No good off the back of the rim. The Pistons trailing. Out to Thompson. Now here's Cunningham. For the lead. They get it back. Back to Harris. Thompson, a screen on Johnson. For 3, here's Harris.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Here's Risache. And Atlanta misses again. Detroit has gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. Ivy passes to Harris. Shoots over Johnson. Harris misses. If they play this right, they can go 2 for 1.
Yeah, they really have to work the clock right now.
Pass to Johnson. Daniels outside. Porzingis sets a screen to win the cold spell. Rebounded by the Pistons. Duren's got his 5th rebound in this one. On the wing, Ivy. Thompson outside. Over Porzingis. Duren, the pass to Cunningham. For the lead. Nice touch by Cunningham inside.
As usual, terrific effort from him. Unwilling to let the possession go to waste.
And a deep 3 from Young. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. Detroit on top, leading by 1. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter started. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. 0 chance to stop that.
Well, I like the fact he didn't telegraph it. That's poetry in motion right there.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. Trey is flanked by Daniels in the backcourt. Johnson and Porzingis there inside. And it's Risache in at the small forward position. So that's the Hawks 5. Now here's Young. Puts it up. And he buries the jumper.
And he is one of the most prolific jump shooters in this league, in large part to that quick release that Trae Young gives you.
Here's Cunningham. Harris down low, covered by Johnson. That's off. Here's Porzingis. Stolen by Thompson. Ivy up top. Now Cunningham. The release. Duren. And he gets it to go from the low block.
You have to put a body on Duren. He's quick, he's athletic, and he has that 7'5" wingspan.
On the wing, Risache, defended by Thompson. Clock at 6. Now Porzingis. Porzingis punishing inside.
One of the tallest guys in the league. Give Porzingis the ball there and just let him work.
And the timeout called here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point.
It's time to get down. Let's go.
to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey team, I was able to catch the message that JB Bickerstaff was giving to his team. He cautioned his guys against forcing things at the arc, saying we can't make a rhythm happen, so don't force it. Take what is coming to you out there. Coach hoping for a renewed offensive focus going forward, guys.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Cunningham is doubled. Harris outside. Here's Duran. Thompson outside. Booyah! He sinks the triple. Coming down the stretch. We'll see if someone can capture the lead and hold it.
And that's been an issue. 5 lead exchanges tonight.
Now Porzingis. The lob! Porzingis with the flush.
Oh, my. Huge play from Porzingis. A testament to the competitiveness that he plays with.
Cunningham looking around. Ivy outside. Now Thompson. Cunningham! Oh, missed on the trade. Here's Daniels. Banks it home. Big shot.
Now that's one to remember. What an impact on the game.
What a big-time shot. Those are the moments you dream about as a kid.
Now here's Cunningham. Outside Harris. Thompson with a screen. He launches. The three is in.
The veteran coming up big in a big spot. Harris with a crucial bucket.
And so it's Quinn Snyder here calling timeout. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. How do you think this is going to play out?
And there's enough time on the clock to go for a 2-for-1.
Cunningham against Young. And we've got 28 seconds left in the game. Porzingis sets a screen. Duran pulls it down. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
And an intentional foul right there.
Team seconds. Shooting for Detroit. Cade Cunningham. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that'll put him up 2. And so he drops them both, and it's a 3-point game.
And does the pressure affect you? Nope, not that time. Not for players who practice these moments. Well executed.
Takes a 3. He's off from 3. Johnson fires. The 3 is off. And an intentional foul there stops the clock. So the first one drops, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws good, and it's a 5-point game.
Stepped up to the line, and he took care of his business and guaranteed the win.
And so it's Detroit with the W. They played the villain tonight.